Everybody, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the Phineas and Ferb movie, Candace Against the Universe. Candace, the big sister of the two brothers who are always creating giant robots and all sorts of roller coasters and all sorts of crazy stuff in their backyard. The big sister Candace gets a starring role in a Phineas and Ferb movie, which is a Disney Plus original. This is the first entry since the show was canceled, since they've made other movies, parodies with Star Wars and I think Marvel and other things like that. The guys behind this, Dan Bovenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh, right? Jeff Swampy. We'll just call him Swampy. Yes, it's Jeff. I don't know why I can't remember his first name. I just remember Swampy. They're humongous geeks, and they know their way around science fiction and fantasy and comedy in ways that I think would normally go over the average young Disney Channel watcher. This is honestly one of the best things on Disney Plus. I've seen little bits and pieces of the series. We have not picked it yet, so I have not watched it officially. I've seen different pieces. I have seen the video game, and a number of years ago, because of that, I was able to talk to the guys about the game and about the show, about the characters and things like that. And it was pretty eye opening because I'd heard all about Phineas and Ferb, but I had never really paid attention to it, and I know I've been missing out because it's super smart. It it plays on all the normal tropes you'd see in a science fiction film, an alien abduction film, and also when it comes to just storytelling in that realm. This is not just a comedic cartoon for kids. It's very mature, not like X-rated or adultish, but there's tons of stuff that really just exist for the adults to appreciate, as we've seen with all sorts of other animated stuff. But they don't do it just for cheap gags or here's a sexy little nudge that the kids won't understand, but you and mom and dad will. No, all their stuff is story based, and because it's also a musical, they use their songs to actually make fun of how songs in movies tend to progress the plot in order to tell you openly what the character is feeling or thinking, even though they can't say it directly. In this case, they actually do express their intentions in the lyrics, and I can't even explain it. It's so hard. My brain hurts. But to explain it, like any joke, doesn't make it funny. So if you have never seen Phineas and Ferb, if you've never had any interest because it looks too much like a kiddie cartoon, you're wrong, and you should check it out if you have appreciation for just stellar comedy and catchy tunes and great music. Ashley Tisdale has been playing the voice of Candace for years, and here she uses her High School Musical talents to really take center stage, and as she's always trying to do in the High School Musical movies. But and again, she's usually the antagonist. She's the one who's always trying to catch her brothers doing things and then tattling on them to their mom, only to find out at the last moment the boys clean up their mess or whatever unknowingly. In many cases, they don't intend to deceive anybody. They just do their thing, and then suddenly it goes away the moment mom looks, or the moment dad looks and goes, "Oh, well, there's nothing there. What are you talking about? You're crazy, Candace." And that is the frustration. We find Candace in the very beginning of the movie. It opens up with a big number, her riding her bicycle, saying she's having a wonderful summer, she's having a great day, she's so happy and so excited, and it's a really upbeat tune, and it's peppered with the occasional darker metal cutaways of her speaking how angrily how angry her brothers make her when they do this crazy stuff, making robots that nobody sees but her, and building roller coasters, and going down a whole list of all the crazy stuff they've done over the years on the show, the series on the Disney Channel. So it's a great little throwback, flashback to the episodes for people who are longtime fans. But yeah, it's and if you're a Phineas and Ferb fan, I don't need to convince you to watch this movie. You probably already have when it came out. But while this is the most recent thing, I highly recommend it. But I think you'd probably get more out of it if you've seen the series and some of the other movies and understand the beats, of how their humor works, and because this sort of brings it all together. It's a really well done. Her brothers are geniuses. They spend their summer. It's like an eternal summer. They're always just coming up with wacky adventures with their friends, and Candace is always frustrated and always just ready to pull her hair out at how they never get in trouble for the things they do, and she always does. In this case, though, I'm going to give you a tiny bit of the plot, so I'm not going to ruin everything for you. Mistakenly, she thinks the boys are getting up to trouble again when she finds this spaceship sitting in their front yard as compared to the backyard. She's boards it and ready to chew the boys out, and finds out that it's not from them, and it takes off along with Vanessa, Doofenshmirtz's daughter. That could be a spoiler, if you know, but it's a thing that everybody knows who's watched the show. Well, Doofenshmirtz's daughter, Vanessa, and Candace get abducted by aliens, and the boys see this and they get their gang together to figure out a way to find Candace and Vanessa and get them back. And in the process, they find that they need to team up with the evil mad scientist, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, to get them back. And Perry's here as well. Perry the platypus, their pet that nobody suspects is a secret agent. So, yeah, I know it's a little high concept in some cases for some people, but honestly, take the time to watch this. This has a number of great voices beyond Ashley. Jeff Swampy Marsh and Dan Povenmire, both of them provide voices in the show. But Ali Wong plays, I have to say this properly, super big doctor, I think the name is. super she plays the main, the alien leader, Ali Wong, hilariously. And then in other bit parts throughout the thing, playing aliens are Wayne Brady, Thomas Middleditch, Diedrich Bader. Thomas Middleditch from Silicon Valley. There we go. Whoa, my brain just dropped out. And Diedrich Bader he does everything. He's done tons of cartoon voices, but some people might recognize him from Office Space, from the Drew Carey Show, from a ton of other stuff. But Diedrich Bader is just in everything, and he's freaking awesome. Carolyn Rea is in this. Let's see who else. Yeah, there's Kelly Who. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, who? Yeah, Kelly. So yeah, it's a great cast, and they make it great. But honestly, the stars of this is the comedy, the songs. The songs made me laugh out loud, and the comedic bits that aren't necessary to the story, but play out like classic farcical bits. It's a farce, and yeah, a lot of this comedy is farcical. How many? It's farce. It's farce. Never mind. It's a farce. Anyway, it's a fun, great movie. So if you got some time, and I would highly recommend watching the series, although I haven't watched it myself. But I know enough about it that I was able to catch on to this easily and enjoy it. So if you haven't watched this yet, it's time. It's time. And you'll have a great time watching it. No matter what age you are, kids will appreciate all the goofy, silly stuff, especially with Perry. They don't know that Perry the Platypus is a secret agent, and he covers their butts and saves their butts so many times. And there's a big moment where he goes above and beyond the Call of Duty when they're in trouble in space, going to the rescue, and none of them realize that he's along for the ride, and it's kind of great. But yeah, if you're an adult who appreciates good plays on words and understands comedy when it comes to how a story is told, as compared to how I construct a sentence at this point, yeah, you'll enjoy this immensely. All right, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
78.
78. All right. Let's see what we got here. Might be down in the A's, or B's, or C's. Ah, okay. I think this is our last episode of our first year, I'm pretty sure, of doing the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And we're going to go out on a pretty epic scale. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch Pixar's Brave. Pixar's Brave. Merida. And love the Scottish accent, and I love how they animate her hair. It's just astounding, and I'm already giving you a review on it, and I shouldn't. Come back here tomorrow after I've watched it again, and yeah, we're gonna watch Brave from Pixar. All right, see you back here tomorrow on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge.